Hello, everyone. Hope that you're having an amazing Friday. Yay! So, in 3 minutes, I will be um, going in and doing some healing. So, I actually already called Reiki in for everyone that wants to receive. So, just by watching this, either on the replay or now, if you are open to receiving, you will receive the healing being offered. And I also set the intention as I went into the Akashic records ahead of time that anyone that wants a message or that wants to receive the energy of being in the records, same thing. So I set that intention ahead of time. So unlike yesterday, we're not going to go through the whole process. I'm not going to make you put your name in, that sort of thing, so we can get straight into the messages and really enjoy the benefits of the healing. So for people that don't know, I am a healer and an empath, and I am also a psychic medium. As I'm still developing a lot of my tools, I'm very open and flexible in terms of how I structure the majority of my sessions because I want to open my healings up to as many people as I possibly can. So no matter your size, your race, your gender, how much money you make, it doesn't matter. There's something in this for everyone, and that's ultimately my goal. So you can also go into robinshealing.com if you're interested in joining my in-person retreat on March 6th from 2 until 5 p.m. There will only be 5 of us all together, and restrictions are lifting here. However, we're still going to social distance, wear masks, etc. Okay, so if you're interested, you can go online, book online, and you'll be able to get your spot in. So today I am going to take a minute to share this out. So I would love it if other people would like to share it out as well, so we can get more people on here learning and feeling energy, which I think is really important currently. I always ask that the right people like hop on, whether that's for other people to learn from. So say somebody comes in with a lot of trauma and you don't even ask for anything, but by being in that space of listening, sometimes we're learning just by listening from other people's situations as well. So the more you share and comment, the more you can help others too. So keep that in mind that by expressing, it's not just about you, it's actually to benefit everyone else. Okay. So hi Nancy, hi Anne. Can I get permission to share your website? Of course. Yes, anyone that's public, so anyone that wants to, they absolutely can, and I really appreciate that. I do have a shop and a blog underneath there as well, so it's really important. I feel like that people are connecting to me through my site. And I also have a link in my bio here on my Facebook as well called Linktree. And that's where you get all the links to my YouTube channel, which is really, really important for me right now that I'm getting my views underneath my YouTube channel, that I'm getting subscribers as well, so I can start growing that channel. And then I also have an email list. I just sent out an email about my retreats. And when you sign up for the email, you get a free Theta Healing video. And so you get the Theta Healing downloads around abundance and other things related to, it feels like money. I'm going to go back and re-listen to that as well so I can explain it a bit better. However, it's nice to get that video because that's an unlisted video that you can only get when you sign up for my email list. And of course, then you'll have my other links to my other social media platforms like my Facebook business page and Instagram. So I do mix up my videos kind of everywhere. And I'm kind of keeping most of my stuff on Facebook, and now I'm going to be putting it over onto YouTube. So if people aren't on Facebook, they can also get me underneath YouTube. Often people don't sign into YouTube, so it's really important that you are signed into YouTube so that when you go to click the like button, I actually get the view through YouTube and the like on there. Okay, so otherwise, when I go onto YouTube, I don't see that. I'll see like, oh, there's only been one view and nobody liked. So meanwhile, if you watched it over here on Facebook, it could have been that 17 people watched it, and then they're getting the benefit. So it's really important that I know that people are benefiting, so I can continue to do that. Hi there, can I have a general message, please? Yes. So, Nancy, I'm just going to take a minute to share this out. So, and again, anyone else that wants to, just going to share it on my business page. So if anybody's watching me over there, they can watch, and then they have to come over onto my personal profile so that they can ask questions and I can see that. Oh, shoot. So again, you can pop in any questions that you have, or if you'd like a general message. I'm a little slow, but I've decided with this 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2 energy, we're all supposed to be slowing down and learning to take a load off, take a breath. Here we go, I found it. And I also have my, so share to your story, yes. And I talk to myself a lot. So, and I also have my 2, 2, 2, 2, 2 painting that I'd like to do some readings with as well. So, yesterday this didn't post till the end, so I'm still learning. I'm getting cards today too. So I have my animal medicine deck. I have my sage here. All right. Okay. So, Nancy, Black Panther. Okay, so I already said that I did went into Reiki for everyone that wants it. So feeling into that, taking a deep breath is great. And I also went into the Akashic records. So for anyone that wanted to receive energy or messages in that space. Okay. And again, just by being present sometimes is enough as well. So if you don't feel like asking, that's okay too. Just being in the space is awesome. And so with the Black Panther, I feel like I'm getting like a lot of energy around my head. So you might find that you're receiving downloads and you don't know what to do with them. And so for people that don't know what is a download, I'd love to hear what do you consider a download, right? What does that mean? Because I'll share my version of what I feel it is, but even Nancy, if you want to share what that means for you, that would be great. Typically in a healing session, which you've had, Nancy, um, I go into your records at the beginning, so I don't really go through it with you, but I'll do what I did today. I'll go into your records before we start. I go into your Reiki energy. I already have an idea of what you have going on, and then I'll use some of my tools and I'll start doing some theta healing downloads around what you have happening. We'll get some insight for you moving forward, and that's basically our session. That being said, if you come for an in-person session, we do more hands-on healing. We will add more sound, and I'm also doing yoga classes now as well. So if that's something you're interested in, let me know. So I want to see what Nancy said about the Black Panther. Messages from source. Okay, awesome. So that's a perfect way of explaining it. Yeah, so when we get downloads, it can create a lot of energy pressure, I would say. So sometimes you feel like a headache, or this is just everybody's a little different, but I might get to the point where I get so much pressure in my head, I start to get some tension. And so facial reflexology is a great thing that I can do to help you relieve some of that. Crystal healing is really great as well, but the alternative is also doing more creative and intuitive work would be fantastic so that you feel like you can release the energy that's coming through. So if you go into journaling, which we're going to be doing in the retreat, so you might want to join for that. But I'm going to kind of teach you guys how to receive messages and how to experience the energy through painting and through writing and through making products. So it's actually going to be a very productive retreat because I like the action steps, especially in this March energy. So that's important for you to, okay, like release what's coming through and actually feel into the benefits of that, which is pretty much what I'm doing right now. Okay. And then 52 for just as a general group message. Um, 5 is telling us that we're in a learning curve. We're kind of in that state where we're between the full moon and the new moon. And I already did a new moon reading underneath YouTube as well. It's in Pisces, and so that's a water sign. So again, it might be an emotional new moon, but we're all going through these massive changes, and changes are often uncomfortable for people. So just be mindful of that, to be patient with yourself, as I was saying, as I'm learning to just like come on, do this, share this. It's about really slowing down, okay, as a general theme. Do you see me productive? Do you see me productive? I'm not going to even make you to rewrite that. We're just going to go into it. So I right away I get a lot of heaviness in the chest. Okay, so through this little 222 painting, kind of like the little porthole that we're experiencing right now, I'm getting, when we have heaviness and things like that, which this was coming up yesterday as well. Um, focusing on what you have versus what you don't have, some of that gratitude practice is really important. So, it's a mindset. So, so when it comes to being productive, it's more about we want to feel productive in our mind. So, we want to feel like our thoughts are creating action. And so, Nancy, if we go into you through the painting, I see you working. I see you working on yourself. I see you working on projects. So yes, you're being productive, right? And forward is forward is forward is forward. So every day is new, right? Some days we have better days than others. So tomorrow's going to be a better day, right? If we see it that way, if we allow that to happen. So that would be the words of encouragement for you, is just to continue to spry up, spring up, because if I were to do for you, I think what I would do in a reading is actually do a tea leaf reading. That's what I'm feeling called into. And when we do tea leaf readings, we get different seasons. And so for you, I get spring and fall and then summer. So Nancy, spring is when we're going through major changes. And so you can also share if you want to, like, what is your major change that you're going through or growing through? What is your transformation? Because I think when you can identify with exactly what that is around this new moon, you'll be able to work with that. And I am feeling called to doing a new moon event, and I'm not sure what it is yet. So I share that in my new moon video. But if you feel like called to doing something like that, let me know, because it's really important now moving forward that when I create events, I have at least one person that wants to attend, and then I will do the event even with that one person, but I'll create events based on what people are desiring, or again, what I'm feeling called into. Okay, so I just need the one person. So I'm not going to cancel if it's a small group. I actually love small groups. Okay, but I'm getting a lot of tension around my head all of a sudden. Studying, I have 2 assignments and a final exam to complete my Sunday midnight. I feel stuck and defeated. Do you see me productive career? Okay, so let's do some theta healing, Nancy, and anyone else that has any stuff that they'd like to clear, we can do that in the group setting. Again, where we're doing some Reiki on people right now, it feels like the energy is around the stomach and the solar plexus. Okay, stomach and solar plexus. So Nancy, would you like to, and anyone else that would like this download, would you like to clear and cleanse yourself of any part of your physical body that feels out of balance, and also any chakras that are out of alignment, just as a general thing? And let's shift that energy over to feeling productive, feeling aligned, and feeling safe to move forward in your own divine timing, in your own ways. This came up yesterday as well, in the ways that are best suited for you. And if so, just say yes. And deep cleansing breath here, as if you're seeing all the chakras lining up and being removed out of your crown. Okay, I keep hearing Scorpio, Scorpio, Scorpio. So is there a Scorpio in here? I have Scorpio in my sign. And Nancy, you might have a connection to Scorpio. When you do, let me know, okay? So you just have to say yes to the theta healing downloads. The way that that works is by you saying what you want to let go of, or me tuning in and feeling into that. As long as you want to remove that energy, um, that's what will happen. And then what will also happen is, as you remove that, we're going to replace the energy with something positive. It all finds its way of like kind of connecting as we continue to do the downloads. That happened yesterday. We realized that yesterday was for support and connection. That's what I titled the video under YouTube. So we're already starting to see a theme here with with centering is what I'm getting for people to be more in their hearts, things like that, right? So if you watch my daily reading today, that comes up as well. Okay, so it's all connected. Okay, hi dear. I'd love a card, whatever you feel called to, please. No problem. And then Emily says, healing family trauma. Nancy says, yes, my solar plexus and throat chakra. Yeah. I feel my throat chakra definitely feels a little scratchy. So we'll go over to Emily and then we'll see how much time we have to continue. Okay. So healing family trauma. So I feel called to Emily doing, so again, I was actually thinking you might enjoy the retreat or maybe the new moon, probably, and the new moon event that I'm creating. So if you do feel called to that, you can just reach out to me. But you're getting a lot of, I feel like sensitivity training is what's coming. So the sensitivity training, Emily, with the family, a new romantic cycle begins new moon in Libra. Okay. Well, Libra represents balance, and so you're talking about family trauma and things like that. Um, and it does feel like sometimes when we have trauma from family, it's because family can be a little insensitive, which we sometimes we have expectations of family that they should be nicer to us because they are family, but sometimes they're the complete opposite, and that's what hurts the most. That's what's giving me chills. And yesterday there was a male that passed connected to someone, and that person's back again. Only they feel like a younger, it's like a younger version of themselves. So I would also, past life is kind of coming up for you as well. So would you like to, Emily and anyone else, like to clear and release any tension or stress or trauma that's coming up for you around family or any stuff that has come up for that is coming up for you around childhood? Would you like to just clear and disconnect all the energetic cords around all the people that continue to come up in your energy field that are no longer serving you? I'm taking this one too. And let's replace that with trusting that you can invite forgiveness in, again, in your own divine timing, so that you can bring forgiveness in to your heart space and heal anything that's going on digestive wise, emotionally, and of course, spiritually. And would you also like to know that it's safe to start getting on your spiritual path and start connecting to your soul contract that you have here in this current life, in the now? So you're just saying yes, taking a nice deep cleansing breath, maybe bringing a crystal to your heart. Okay. And so this could be for anyone. Um, and I'm not, I kind of just, there's some stuff going on that I don't really want to share publicly, Emily. So I'm going to respect that. So I do feel like a theta healing session would be great for you, even if it's just for half an hour. And then we can kind of go in and kind of clean this energy up because I just don't feel like sharing what's personal there. Okay. But I definitely know what it is. And I know you know what it is too. Okay. So new moon in Libra, if that connects to anybody else as well, you can share how that connects to you. Maybe you're a Libra as well. And Emily, the other spray that I feel called to for you is my holiday spray. It smells amazing. Um, it's very grounding and very great for the third eye. So Nancy might benefit from that one as well because sometimes we need that cleansing, that addition. And that's why I have so many tools in my toolbox. If you don't know, I've studied like a billion things and I'm always adding more stuff because those tools are really important as I'm working energetically with others as well. I will reach out. Okay. Hi, Kyla. So if you'd like a message, but just by being here, you are connecting to the Reiki energy and also the Akashic records being in this space, which is great. So Derek, let's go into you. And then again, Kyla, if you want a message, let me know. So Derek, you have two cards here, okay? I'm getting a lot of tension in my back, and it doesn't feel like it belongs to you. So I feel like you might be working with clients right now who lack faith and lack trust. And we were just talking about the throat chakra a little bit. So the prairie dog, what a funny card, hey? He's really cute. And so that's you, okay? But like you're really spiritual, and sometimes it feels like you're working with people who are just starting their spiritual journey. So, my invitation to you is to continue to have faith when maybe you feel like you're not having a breakthrough with somebody. So, maybe they're not even in your energy field yet, but just keep having faith when you go on and you do your videos or you keep sending your messages. I just feel like there's someone out there who really needs your support, and you might be kind of dismissing them as a person who won't work with you, but they will. They'll come around. So, don't give up on that, okay? And then that's giving me chills too on my right side. So it's a female, and they're a mother, and they might have some family issues, trauma around childhood as well. Okay, which I know is a big part of your practice. So then the otter is about you having more fun in your life. So it's, I know you love your job and I know you love your work, but it's like even up that a notch. So when you're doing your manifesting, or especially around the new moon, and again, you might want to attend the new moon event that I haven't created yet, but I'm getting just keep going like higher and higher and higher with that manifesting. And we're in a group together as well, so that might be um, like next week when you go on to work on some of the things you're experiencing. Just be like, I'm feeling a little blocked in not going higher. That's what I'm getting, okay? So whatever that is for you, but you can go way higher. And there's also a mirror there for me because I'm sneaking in my sliding scale and prices still when I'm supposed to be behaving. And I'm still feeling really heavy in my throat and my chest, so maybe that was a lingering energy with Nancy, or maybe that's related to Carla, Mercy, Marcia, Mars. How do I say that? Mars? I'm gonna call you Mars. Could be Mercy, but I'm gonna call you Mars because that just feels right. And or maybe I'm gonna call you Marcia. Marcia, I'm feeling like you're definitely just where you are meant to be, and I feel like you know that, but it's just a reminder. And you're welcome, Derek. Okay, so Kyla, we're gonna go into you, but this is gonna relate to Nancy as well. Okay, the otter's actually really coming up for you, Kyla, but I feel like there's some energy I want to clear. So if there's something specific that you'd like theta healing around that you want to release, because with this 22222 energy, we're all letting go and we're all starting new. So we're all feeling it as a collective, but there's 8 people watching and there's 8 on the card. So that's, think about something that you've been procrastinating on or that you haven't been able to do that's bothering you, and you might feel stagnant. And what you want to do is attract fluidity and flow and freedom and the ability to just move in a light, easy, gentle way. So, like, it feels like there might be some control in there, whether other people are trying to control you, you're around controlling people, it could be your ego. Okay, so yeah. I'm just going to do a general one. So, would you like to clear and let go of times in your life, and this feels past life as well, and on a genetic level where you felt like stuck because of other people's crap? And let's replace that with trusting again that you can forgive yourself for allowing other people to have a hold on you energy wise, and also to allow more light in your space. So that means in your physical space, but also in your heart space, your throat space, and your head space. Okay? Just say yes. And I'm getting actually, just put your hand on your head if you can, just to raise your vibration. And sometimes what we do is put our hand like this to energize ourselves. So if you're a little dehydrated or you feel like your energy is low, just doing that a few times and reconnecting in case you don't have a crystal or something. Okay. Yeah. There's a lot of stuff going on there, Kyla, so you could probably use a little clearing and healing as well. So continue to watch my stuff on YouTube. My grief ceremony, Kyla, highly recommend that, and Nancy as well, more than anybody. And then I have a Unakite heart necklace, which is really pretty. I'm feeling called to sharing with people as well because I sell jewelry. I know Kyla makes jewelry. She makes beautiful stuff. So Kyla, if you want to put in the comments your link to your page as well, you absolutely can. She's in South Africa, but I believe you have online stuff as well. Um, so the Unakite is more about balance. We were talking about Libra energy and being open and honest. I feel like if you're interested in the Unakite, that's more about opening up the heart um, to allow healing in, which seems to be a general theme for a lot of people with the forgiveness. It could be Marcia as well. Like the ocean in Spanish, said without the D. Okay. Mercy. Mercy. I don't know why you make me laugh, and I'm feeling really emotional. You can also call me Marcel. No. Mercy. Mercy. Okay, that's pretty easy. It was just a spelling. I would love to order that. Okay, awesome, Nancy. Nope, no problem. Okay, Melinda's sending hearts. Okay, so again, just by being in the space, you're receiving, which is great. Which I really like to set up and structure my healings that way, so people that don't feel comfortable can at least just enjoy the healing light. If you put on some music on the background, you don't even have to listen, but just being present. So if everybody could just close their eyes, let's focus on an area of our body. So Marcia, you definitely want to do this as well. And let's pick an area. You can share this or you can keep it quiet. But reminding yourself that every time you take something out, it's like you're amplifying that. So I encourage to focus on sharing what the lessons are for you as well. So maybe it's your shoulders. We're going to put a shape to that area of the body, just seeing it. We're going to put a texture to it. If you could explain what the shape is and the feeling of it. What is the sound of it? And what is the size? And again, you could put an emotion, it's up to you. But once you've labeled this, we're going to see this as we gently remove it outside of our physical body, as if you're seeing it in front of you. We're going to fill that shape up with white, unconditional love and acceptance, the feeling of being present and open and mindful. We're going to ask it a question. What were you here to teach me? And I keep getting this spray too. What were you here to teach me? And again, you can write down what the message is. Just being mindful. And then we're going to shift over to gratitude, thanking yourself or spirit or source for allowing you to receive that download. And now we're going to attach that into that purified, unconditional, loving shape. And then we're going to very gently invite it back into our space with love and ease and grace. And would you like to know that it's safe to now take that new information in to your new life? And if so, just say yes. This is again Theta Healing. Taking a deep breath as we integrate everyone's energy here, all the things you said you didn't want anymore in a gentle way, and all the things that you said you would like to attract. We're going to integrate that right now. So just say yes to doing that. And I'm actually getting that there's a lot of gratitude here, which makes me feel so happy. So Marcia, we're going to pull up the prairie dog as well for you. Marcia, I guess that's what this is called. Marcia. I'm getting like cute that you're really cute. So you're like Derek. We were all in a group together before as well, so I know that you know him. But I keep getting the nose. Um, like I get that there's a lot of love in your stomach, actually. There's love in your stomach, which is interesting. Sometimes we get scared of not being healthy, so we like overcompensate. That was what our full moon was all about. Um, but I'm getting that there's just so much love in your stomach. And I mean, you do have a child as well. So you might, and sometimes people are hard on themselves with their stomach because they had a child. Maybe they had a hard time losing weight after they had a child. But I'm getting that because you love your child so much. This is just so beautiful that you actually associate your child with your stomach. And so you don't look at yourself in a negative way, and just to continue to like recycle any energy that's unwanted there in that location as well, because that's your womb space. And I can't help but associate that with your mother as well. So that's where you're very similar to Emily's energy. And Kyla, I would also recommend like an hour session together as well. So if that's something you're interested in, just contact me. Okay. So we're going to cleanse everybody's energy here, just grounding yourself, maybe putting your hand on your heart, and sending you so much love. Thanks so much for watching this. Thanks for sharing this out with other people. And again, if you're connected to having a session, just reach out to me. If you'd like to join one of my spots for my retreat, you can also go on to my website and book there, or you can e-transfer. It's up to you. And if you are interested in a new moon event, let me know and I will create it based on you. If you're the first person, you get kind of the vote in your structure. And I'm very flexible again when it comes to um, how I'm doing things right now. So there isn't really a set way. So when you go online, you're like, oh, what is Robin doing? You won't really see anything. You'll just see the opportunity to book a complimentary consult. And that's okay as well if you want to get to know me and ask questions. And then we can structure something around that too. All right. Take care. Bye for now. Mwah.